Assalamu alaikum everyone. So we have discussed the interpretation of rate and rhythm in the ECG in my previous video. In this video we will discuss that how to determine or how to interpret an axis. So what is axis in the ECG strip? So basically axis is nothing but the direction of the electrical activity of the heart. Axis represents the direction of depolarization of heart, which is normally in between the lead number 1 and lead AVF. If the lead 1 and as well as the lead AVF shows the positive QRS complexes, that is positive deflection of the QRS complexes or the upward deflection of the QRS complexes like this is called normal axis. If this is deranged or disturbed or changed, then this is called deviation of axis. So this is the normal ECG, that is normal axis in this ECG paper. Upward deflection of lead 1 QRS complex of lead 1 and upward deflection in the of QRS complex in the lead AVF. So this is normal axis. Now come to the abnormal axis or deviation of axis. And as look at this ECG, lead 1 shows the downward deflection or the negative deflection of QRS complex in this ECG, and AVF shows the positive deflection. So this is right axis deviation. This is right axis deviation. Remember the mnemonic: right is equal to returns. Right returns. Lead 1 shows downward deflection, and lead AVF shows upward deflection. So both these leads are returning towards each other. So remember the mnemonic: right is equal to returns. So this is right axis deviation. There are multiple reasons or multiple causes of right axis deviation, like right ventricular hypertrophy, anterolateral wall MI, left posterior left posterior hemiblock, or COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, or pulmonary embolism, and Wolff Parkinson's White syndrome. So these are the multiple reasons or causes of this right axis deviation. Some book says that in place of AVF, check the lead 2 or 3 in case if there is a isoelectric scene. In case of AVF, that is, we cannot determine whether it shows a positive deflection or it shows a negative deflection. Then lead 2 or lead 3 acts as a tiebreaker. That is, if this is the case, then check lead number 2 and lead number 3 as well. So here in this case there is a downward deflection of lead 1 and upward deflection of lead AVF. Along with AVF, lead 2 and 3 are also upward, but the main leads are lead number 1 and lead number AVF. So these are the multiple reasons or the differential diagnosis in case of right axis deviation. Now come to the left axis deviation. Left axis deviation. So look at this ECG. In the lead 1, there is a positive deflection of the QRS complex, and lead AVF shows negative deflection or downward deflection of QRS complex. Remember the mnemonic: left is equal to leaves. Lead 1 shows upward or positive deflection of QRS, and AVF shows downward or negative deflection of QRX, and both these leads are leaving each other. So left is equal to leaves. Remember this mnemonic: left is equal to leaves. But as we have discussed previously, that if AVF shows the isoelectric case, that is, there is we cannot determine whether it is positive or negative deflection, then lead 2 or 3 acts as a tiebreaker. Then check lead 1 along with the AVF, check lead 2 and 3 as well. So in this case, A1 is shows a positive deflection and AVF shows negative deflection. Along with AVF, 2 or 3 are also showing the negative deflection of QRS complex. So there are multiple reasons or causes of left axis deviation like left ventricular hypertrophy and inferior wall MI, Wolff Parkinson White syndrome, ventricular tachycardia, and left anterior hemiblock. These are the multiple causes or reasons of left axis deviation. So this was whole about the axis and the this was whole about the determination of axis in the ECG. Thank you so much for watching this video.